Namaste, everybody. This is Satish Kota from Satish Speaks on Global Trade and Geopolitics, powered by Navatize, an international trade and engagement platform. Today, I would like to discuss about a particular subject on why our Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi visited Cyprus on his way to Canada, the G7 for the G7 meeting, right? See, Cyprus is a small country, it's an island nation, but and he could have sent as part of the delegations that went to all the other countries, you could have sent people to Cyprus as well. And even though they had also sent to Greece, they had sent people to Egypt, but they did not send people to Cyprus. Why is that? Why did our honorable Prime Minister himself made a decision to go and visit Cyprus as a small, which is a small country, and have an engagement there, right? I would like to talk about three items on about which why this happened. Okay, but before that, I would like to first try to help you understand what Cyprus is all about, the country and where it is located and what are the activities that we do, right? For this, I'll first take you through our Navatize platform and try to help you understand about what are the activities is there. But before that, I would like to also tell you that Navatize is an international trade and engagement platform where we assist people to all their export related activities, right from your understanding the international markets to all the way to consignment logistics and anything problems around it and all. So basically we are your support system and a safety net. For list of services that's being offered as part of nowadays, kindly take a look at here. Okay, or if you want to talk to any of us, you can take a look at the number that is available over here or email to us. Okay, so before that, let me start and try to take you through what about Cyprus, and then we'll also talk a little bit of trade that's happening between India and Cyprus, and then I will come back and tell you three very important aspects why our Prime Minister is personally in Cyprus. Okay, so let's go through. Let me share my screen. I'm going to take you through all about Cyprus. Okay, so let's try to understand about Cyprus. See, Cyprus is a island nation in the Mediterranean Sea. If you see Mediterranean Sea, that is the one which is right above your North Africa, Egypt to Morocco, and south of Europe, that is from Spain to Greece, and towards the east of West Asia, that is Turkey, Lebanon, Israel, Syria, and those countries and all. So this is a small island nation right in the middle of this. Okay, it's a very small country. See, we will, if we have to look at what is there as an organization, as a country, okay, it is a very small, which is area of just 9,251 square kilometer and a population of just a million, that is about 10 lakh people. Okay, so if you want to look at understand what are there, their primarily capital city is Nicosia. Cyprus is a EU country, European Union country. That's the reason why their currency is also is euros. Okay, so Cyprus is divided into five districts, and more importantly, Cyprus has two parts of it. One is the northern Cyprus, which is as of today controlled by Turkey, and southern Cyprus, which is also called as the Greek Cypriot, which is controlled or is a country of its own. Okay, so what we are talking today is the southern Cyprus, that is the Greek Cypriot. Okay, so the official languages in this region is Greek and Turkish, and at one point of time it was the British who were the colonizer of this country. Now, coming to a little bit of economy of Cyprus. Cyprus has a great per capita income of about 34,000 US dollars and of a human development index close to 1, and with a GDP nominal of $32 billion. Okay, the country is growing at a rate of 2.2%, and doing ease of doing business is great in Cyprus, because of the European Union, and more importantly, one of the primary industries of Cyprus is investment itself. So they act as your financial hub, they act as an investment hub where you can expand and explore, set up your companies in Cyprus, and then use that as a model in order to explore and expand into the rest of the EU on the north or into the African region as well. Okay, but other than that, Cyprus is also very well known for tourism, and it also acts as a major shipping hub because it is just outside your Suez Canal. So as soon as you come out of Suez Canal, you may hit up Cyprus itself, very nearby, and then before you take a turn towards Greece and the rest of the Mediterranean towards the Gibraltar. Strait of Gibraltar. Okay, or if you want to go into the interior, the Caspian Seas and other things, then you may want to get into your Bosphorus Strait and Turkey, Istanbul, and get into Russia, Ukraine and Russia. Okay, so that is the speciality of Cyprus. They are very well geographically placed. Then comes, more importantly, what are their investment sectors? They're more looking at investments in renewable energy, shipping, and ICT, as well as in the entertainment sector. There's a great opportunity for anybody to do activities with Cyprus on this. Coming to foreign nations relations activities, Cyprus, as I said, is very well placed between Turkey, Greece, Syria, a little bit of Egypt, and a little bit of your Israel as well. And it is part of the EU, it is part of the Commonwealth nations, it's part of the United Nations, and also it's part of the Union for Mediterranean States. The total exports of Cyprus has been about 4.4 billion, and imports have been about $11 billion. Okay, so they are under deficit as well. Now, looking at major exports from Cyprus, we are looking at marine vessels, mining metals and minerals. We have pharmaceutical products, dairy, eggs, honey, edible products, electrical products, cosmetics, accessories, machineries, appliances, many and that. And if you look at the imports also, they also import similarly into automobiles, vehicle and components, again pharmaceutical products, plastics. See, like it's like your hub. Cyprus is just another kind of an hub for the EU and the Africa. So you can always use Cyprus as a point, just like what we use with Rotterdam, Dubai, Singapore, and those countries, right? You can also use Cyprus as a hub, so that you can take everything to Cyprus, and from there you can decide where to go. From there, you want to go to Africa, you want to go to Europe, you want to go to Western Asia, or Russian region, CIS region as well. So there's a great place for it to explore and expand, but for whatever reason, it has not expanded as much as Dubai have done, but there is an opportunity for them to do. Okay, then comes foreign relations with India. India and Cyprus have had a great relationships between each other. India has supported Cyprus at various point of times, and Cyprus has supported India at various point of times. In fact, when the Pahalgam attack happened, it was Cyprus prime president who actually called and condoled on those activities, and also they form a very good, great relationship with India as such. So we'll have to look at variety of opportunities and all, but looking at the trade perspective, I'll come back on that as I'll take you through another system. Now, when we look at what is our diplomatic relationship with Cyprus, we have a embassy, High Commission of India in Cyprus, which is led by His Excellency Manish, and it's there in Nicosia itself. And Cyprus has one, they have an embassy, sorry, High Commission in New Delhi, led by His Excellency Evagoras Vrednodis, and but also Cyprus has two honorary consulate, one in Kolkata and another in Mumbai. Okay, so now you have understood a little bit of what Cyprus is all about. Now let's try to understand from the trade perspective. See, India and Cyprus, the total trade is about $140 million, where we export about $100 million to Cyprus, and Cyprus exports about 28-30 billion million dollars to India. So there is a lot of opportunities for us to expand and explore. Now, starting with what do we export to them? What are the major areas where we export? We export a lot of agricultural related products, textile and apparels. We've had vehicle and parts, live animals and animal-based products, that is the meat and other things and all. And we have processed food items, gems and jewelries that goes to Cyprus, because Cyprus is also a tourism hub. So you can also export imitation jewelries and many things and all. Personal care, accessories and all, right? So your skin cares or your bags and those kind of things that are being exported to Cyprus and various sectors and all. But if we look at what are the opportunities that is available in Cyprus, I would like to say majorly, sorry, right? These are the major places, but other than that, also we are already exporting chemicals and related products. We are looking at pharmaceuticals and related products to Cyprus. Construction materials are growing, electrical and electronic products are also going, and metal and minerals. Okay, so this is the opportunity that we have between India to Cyprus. Now let's look at what is that Cyprus is offering to us. Majority is on the metals and minerals. We are getting wood, paper, and related products through Cyprus. Construction materials are coming there. We have machinery and appliances, with some of them defense products that are being imported through Cyprus. But when I say what are the new opportunities that I have to import from Cyprus to India, I would like to explore more in the space of plastics and rubber. There is a very small value, whereas we can improve that value there. We can look at electrical electronic products, a little bit of live animal based products, processed food items from Cyprus and the other regions through Cyprus as such. So that's the reason why I say Cyprus is a great place for us to use that as a hub for trade between the Europe, Africa, and the CIS countries as well. Okay, or even the when I say Europe, both the Eastern Europe as well as the Western Europe as well. Okay, so a great hub for India to set up something in that region. So anybody who is into trading, anybody who is into being and re-export and cross-border activities, I would say Cyprus should be a place for you to go and expand and set up your systems. Okay. Now, before I go to those 3 points that we were talking about, right? I would like to, before I take up, I would like to talk a little bit about what Navatize is doing. See, Navatize as a system is assisting people to become exporters, or at least help them to get to know all about international trade, export, import, international law, as well as international finance accounting, so that they can find a job in this space. Okay, so if you're a person who wants to become an exporter, I would like to tell you that we will help you at all the areas of exports, right from information, news, data, analytics, preparation, marketing, sourcing, logistics, consignments, exim problems, and everything. So the list of the services are available over here. I want you to take it through. Or if you want to talk to us, I have those numbers available. You can call our team and they will help you understand how Navatize can be your partner, your support system, your safety net for your great export activities. Okay, so if you're not looking for exports, you can always look at our system to learn all about exports and import, because we give you a variety of tools. We give you help you understand the complete topics and concepts of international trade. We give you calculators. We give you variety of things for export activities. Okay, so make sure you register on Navatize platform and get going from there. Okay, now let me come to the actual point for which you are all waiting. Why did our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi visit, personally visit Cyprus? Okay, three major reasons. First, Cyprus is going to take over the European chair in the next year. So by 2026, Cyprus will head the European Union. Now, what is that beneficial for India? See, India, for its growth, is trying to sign a free trade agreement with all the 27 countries of European Union. Okay, so but the problem is it is taking time. They are very slow in engaging. Some say it's gone decades together for them to come to the table, discuss with requirements, discuss with activities and structure on that. Okay, with this relationship that is being built with Cyprus, the process will get more speeden, the process will get more easier, and engagement will go much faster, so that there is a hope that by next year India is going to sign the initial set of free trade agreements. And see, it is not going to happen overnight. It is going to take, even after we decide or we declare that an agreement or a consensus has then been reached, until the time they release the whole document. See, if when India signed the EFTA TEPA, yeah, though it was about 1.5 year earlier, it is still going on. The final sign off has not yet happened. Even the same with ACTA in Australia, the sign off has not completely happened. It's not sealed and signed, because see, any free trade agreement runs for a minimum of 25 years. For that to happen and beyond, it's not just 25 years, it's 25 years and beyond, right? So for that to happen, everybody should judiciously, cautiously and engage so many things, so that it does not, it's not that it affects now, it should not affect the future. Because end of the day, the people who have signed the agreements, who have done those, may not be available in the future, but what they have signed will stay for long. So it is important. So what is that is going to happen is, with Cyprus in picture, it the process will become more simpler and easier for India to sign the European Union free trade agreement. And maybe we also see the biggest problem of EU free trade agreement is the not the problem of exporting the product, it is the non-tariff barriers. More than the tariff, it's the non-tariff barriers. European Union has always been advancing and putting new regulations, new scenarios from SDG perspective, from DPP perspective, from gap certification. So many new rules and regulations are being brought in and forced upon the developing countries in order to produce products onto that. And it is not, and that it's not that, okay, you gave me the guidelines, I'll follow the guidelines and do it. The certification costs are very high. Okay, so for example, gap certification runs in lakhs. Okay, how does a farmer expend lakhs of rupees and get a gap certification only to see that his products are not sold in crores? Right? If that is not happen, how is that going to happen? Right? So that is what is there. The non-tariff barriers is one of the biggest problems of EU free trade agreement. So we assume, we believe that with this scenario, with this engagement, with Cyprus in picture, the things will become much easier and engagement. Okay. So number one, to ease the EU free trade agreement with India. Second, more important, where it is going, Cyprus is going to help, and why Narendra Modi ji is there in Cyprus. This is to enable and structure and faster the process of IMEC and I2U2 corridors. Now, if you see the IMEC corridor, okay, and India, IMEC is what? India, Middle East, European Economic Corridor. This is an engagement, it's a trade route where for in order to improve trade with India and EU, the corridor goes from India to the Middle East, that is at Jabal Ali, and UAE, and from UAE through Saudi Arabia and Israel, it is Jordan and Israel, it is going via rail and up to the Haifa port in Israel, and from there it will go through Cyprus into the Greece. Okay, so Greece right into inside the Mediterranean, and then to France, Germany, and other countries and all. If you see the whole route of the IMEC corridor, Okay, Cyprus plays a very important role. And also, there, as I mentioned, because Cyprus comes right outside the Haifa port, and there you can always use Cyprus as a hub in order to get the products. It can become a good big transshipment hub for you to transport your products through the Haifa port to there, and from there you can take it to through the Bosphorus port into the Black Sea, or to your or to the Morocco and North Africa, into the West Africa region, or all the way into the Europe region as well. So the IMEC, that is the India Middle East European Union Economic Corridor, or the I2U2, that is the India Israel United Arab Emirates and United States of America corridor, that will also get a boost, and engagement will happen, and where Cyprus will play a very important role in providing transshipment facilities, in providing trading hub facilities, and variety of things. So they're building a better relationship, building a nicer and cleaner relationship with Cyprus is very important, because even Greece is playing an important role in this IMEC corridor, and hence, with Greece having its influence and its closeness with Cyprus, having this engagement is very important. Third and very, very important reason why this meeting is very important, or is because of Turkey. Okay. See, we saw that during Operation Sindoor, during your Falgam attack, Turkish people sided with Pakistan and gave them the drones, defense equipment, and variety of things. Right now, Turkey, even though India supported them during their crisis, during their earthquakes, and India went in, India supported, India gave the disaster relief. Right, I think the NDRF went in with a lot of support systems, medicines, essential commodities, and so many and so. And what did Turkey do? Turkey stabbed India in the back. You didn't want to involve, you should have kept quiet, but you shouldn't have sided with the enemy, you shouldn't have sided with terrorists. Right, so what is this going to happen now with this engagement? Cyprus, see, Cyprus, as I mentioned earlier, India, sorry, the northern Cyprus is being illegally occupied by Turkish, and they claim northern Cyprus as their territory, but that is now in the disputed region. And Cyprus is always, yeah, in the risk of Turkish attacks, and hence they require defense support and support, so that Turkish people are not going to deliberately or mischievously play around with Cyprus. So this is very important for India to support Greece as well as Turkey, sorry, as well as Cyprus in their crisis as well. They have always supported us. India should support them too. Right. So, in order to foster better relationships, in order to foster cooperation between India and Cyprus, it was very important that our Prime Minister had to stop in Cyprus before he visited Canada as part of the G7 program. Right. So, what is that India and what did happen in these three today? Right. The first and foremost thing, the most important thing was Cyprus actually honored our Prime Minister Narendra Modi with their Grand Cross of the Order of Makarios III. This is which is an honor that was given for Narendra Modi on for his statesmanship and for his activities that he is doing in terms of the geopolitics. But other than that, what else happened in today's meeting? There was a variety of discussions that happened into improving the trade, investments in the areas of science and research as well. They had a discussion come out with collaborations in the areas of fintech, startups, defense capabilities, innovations, AI, and many things and all, right? So this was a very strategic discussion that happened between India and Cyprus, and I see a great opportunity in India by engaging with Cyprus and working with Cyprus. They can turn that region as a transshipment activities, as an economic hub, as a trade hub, and there could be a variety of things that can be done. And for along with supporting Greece and Cyprus with any possible mischief from Turkey. Uh, it may happen, it may not happen, but prevention is better than cure, right? So it is always better that India supports Cyprus and work with that. But what do you think? What do you think is the real reason that Sri Narendra Modi had to visit Cyprus? Where other countries could have been visited, right? Alongside and all. Again, he's also going to visit Croatia. I'm going to make another video about that and tell you what is that India is going to benefit with Croatia, why Zagreb is also important for India as well. Okay, so let's try to that. But before we go, I would like to request you to like, share, and comment onto this video. What did you like? Why do you think Narendra Modi ji visited Cyprus? How this is going to change the geopolitics? Is India going to create its own space in that region? Is it going to play a peacemaker there, or is it going to improve trade and relations for that region, so that at the end of it, how is it going to benefit India as well? Okay, with that, I'll take leave of you. Please comment why you think Narendra Modi visited Cyprus and your thoughts about other things about things. If you like our video, please subscribe to our channel as well. And that's all from my side. If you are really interested for more about international trade and you want to learn, or if you want to start your exports, do contact to us. Our contact details are here again. And until the next session, namaskar, jai hind.